Morning everybody, it is Friday, you know what that means. Welcome along to the next installment of our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode with Team Chaseliner and the one and only Lewis Hamilton. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a great Friday, wherever it is in the world. It's the weekend tomorrow. Spider-Man and Trains in World 2. I forgot the name of the game then for a brief second. I think it's the Long Island Railroad this week, unless the Rossa line came out in between when I'm recording this and now. I don't know. I'm giving the perfection that I did this months in advance, and I did. So, as you can see, we're almost with everything here. We've got all the durability, we've got all of the... There's nothing there we can do. We're just sitting there with our thumb up our rear end, waiting for something to happen. Not that it's like to happen. So we're going to championship, shall we? And Jackie leads the way, but with 50 points, followed by Lando Norris, Danny Kvyat, Antonio Giovinazzi, George Russell, Sergio Perez, Hollywood Lance Stroll, Lewis Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, and Max Verstappen. Your top 10 in points in the constructors. Chaseliner lead the way again from AlphaTauri. Yeah, we said that right. AlphaTauri, Ferrari, Renault, McLaren, Racing Point, Red Bull, Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Williams and Haas, all still yet to score. Which means, look at all these people who have not scored yet. Tatiana, Carlos, Kevin Magnussen, Luca Giotto, Nick Latifi, Jack Aitken, Nick De Vries. Oh, he's a new face this season, Nick De Vries. I forgot to mention that in the last episode. And Nicholas Latifi went back to Williams. They're the only team that would have him. So, yeah, we're going to get practiced, we're going to get qualified. We'll see you on the start line, folks, for what should be a rather exciting Spanish Grand Prix. I think so, anyway.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Rose lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Max Verstappen, and Giovinazzi, Gasly, Albon, Norris, and Sergio Perez, Ocon, Leclerc, Daniel Kvyat, and Stroll, Magnussen, Calderon, Nicholas Latifi, and Luca Giotto, De Vries, Aitken, Raikkonen and Nobuharu Matsushita. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Oh yeah, another top 10 finish would be very nice, wouldn't it? Especially see it as you saw the lap that Jackie put in around qualified is P1 for her today. Take a look at the race strategy. Well, look at that. It's faster with a one-stop. So why not do the one-stop? Do a soft onto a hard option. I think we can do that. I think that's good, because now we can do this. We negate whatever Lewis wants to do, and we just go out there and we can have fun. Isn't that the way it should be? Go out there and have fun. Well, that's the way it's going to happen anyway. So, yeah. Let's get out there. Let's have ourselves a cracking Spanish Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good start there from Jackie. She's going to go right in front of Lewis Hamilton there. Good idea there. I'd do the same thing. But they're going to be side by side into turn 1 just like... oh my god, Hamilton almost came into Bros there. I think that's George Russell, who is snuck into P2. I tell you what, that AlphaTauri this season has been phenomenal. we may look at the AlphaTauri being our main charge here. Hopefully it will, and hopefully it does last quite a while, I would say. I'd love to see that AlphaTauri fight for a whole season, because I do believe that George Russell is he's come into his own since he moved to the AlphaTauri team. But you can see that Jackie is literally clinging on as she heads down the second DRS zone, down to the hairpin, which you will see remodified for F1 2021. I hope it'll be a remodified hairpin. If not, then there's going to be words said, but basically it cuts out that big old kink that you saw in the middle of the two hairpins, and I just wish they'd cut out this bloody chicane, because this bloody chicane is goddamn awful as we come through the final bend, and now on board with ladies man George Russell, Kings Lynn's second best driver, and Jude Law's secret love child. No, seriously, I say that all the time, but seriously, you get a picture of George Russell, put him next to a picture of Jude Law, and they look almost exactly alike. It's a no-brainer. It really isn't, but he's still coming through turn down. Wow! I have never seen that into turn 4 in all the seasons, and Hamilton, I think, has bounced. Hamilton! Oh, I tell you what, George... Oh, yeah! Oh, dear me. George Russell, he might be Kings Lynn's second best driver, but he's also Kings Lynn's biggest pain in the rear end at the moment. We'll keep an eye on him and see if he got any wing. I don't think he got any wing damage, just a bit of a tippy-tappy there. But on to lap number 3, and George Russell, he's... Oh, I went into a coughing fit then. As we get exceeding track limits through turn 4. Yes, turn 4. That is turn 4, Ian. But look at George flying. Oh, he's got a better exit through turn 5. Jackie just went in a little bit deep there. Just a tiny bit deep. He's going to go to the outside of turn 7. But that's not going to work. All that's going to do is push him right to the outside and make sure he stays there as we go on board. Look at these cameras we're getting from the AlphaTauri team as we head down to the hairpin. But no dice there. And I think he's going to come again on lap number 4. You got Lewis back there. Carlos Sainz having a fantastic race this weekend. As he's it looks like Max Verstappen as George Russell goes to the outside, but no dice again. No dice again. I tell you what, I am really impressed with George Russell. I'm wondering why I didn't take George Russell from Williams and snap him up there. I could have done something absolutely mega with him. As we come through the final corner. Where's he got? No! Oh, no! Oh, I think that's George Russell out the race. And that's Lewis Hamilton in the pits. Oh, okay, yeah, because Jackie started on the... onto the tyre, so she's going to try and extend this... This is a gamble, then. Come on then, Lewis, I'd like to see how this goes. You're on a 2-stop anyway. You're going to a set of mediums. Okay. Now, where do you come out? Well, obviously behind the Haas cars. So if the Haas cars could do Jackie a bit of a favour, you know, and hold up that car. There's Carlos Sainz. That's Max Verstappen, Giovinazzi, Perez. One of the Ferraris there. That is Lando Norris. So they've all pitted. So they're at the back of the queue. And here's Jackie with Esteban Ocon, Lando Norris, Hollywood Lance Stroll. The usuals then. I see Danny Kvyat lurking. But now, when does Jackie go? She's too close to the safety car. I think she's going to have to get a mega exit out of this chicane. Something like that. That'll do. I think that's all she could do in that situation. And it may mean that Giovinazzi's looking down into the first corner. I'm hoping that he's not, as we go green on lap number 7. And we'll go flying into the first corner. But everyone looks to be behaving themselves at the moment. As we dive through the field, there's Hamilton. He's already on the back of one Jack Aitken. I believe that's Aitken. We'll get that confirmed in a second. He's on... Well, no, that's Matsushita. and he's already passed Matsushita in turn 4. Well, this could be quite a slow race here, but meanwhile Matsushita's woes continue later in that lap because he's about to be passed by Carlos Sainz of all people. Down in P15 is Carlos. He's about to be P14 when he goes through this kink, which is being obliterated. Oh, did you see Matsushita get loose there? That's something we don't want to see. But now on to lap number 8, and here comes ultimate try-hard Lewis Hamilton. He's going to try and get past Jack Aitken here for P12. And if I know that Chaseliner, it's going to be past Aitken with no hassle, no fuss. There you go, look at that. Easily into the braking zone of turn number 1. As we go on board with, who is that? That is Matsushita again with Verstappen behind him. The sheer oomph for that Honda is going to get past Matsushita, no problem, around the outside of turn 1. And you love to see something like that. That was a snap like that. Absolutely snapped on like that. And will it be Giovinazzi coming through as well? I think it will. Oh, I think it might not. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Hamilton's charge continues. He's going to go past Nick de Vries here for P11. In the background there, I saw Sainz pouncing. Sainz is trying to get past Aitken here. Can we see? So Hamilton's past de Vries. Sainz is almost past Aitken. Sainz is past Aitken now. So Sainz into P13 for the moment as we go to Matsushita. We're on board with the man Gasly chasing down Giovinazzi and well, I like this view. The other two views must have been rubbish. Oh, Gasly's going to stick his nose in there. We don't belong to see. He's like, excuse me, come through. Coming through Matsushita into turn 13, why not? That was a P16 and 17 contested there. Matsushita down to P18 as we go to the fights for P9. The two Alfa Romeos are about to meet. Oh my god, look who is coming quickly. Hey, full credit to Giotto. Giotto saw the danger but then didn't see his teammates. What the hell? That's where Giotto needs to learn a bit of racecraft there, because Raikkonen's just pulled his pants down and said, excuse me, I'm coming through. As Hamilton thinks to go around the outside of turn 4. He should go around the outside of turn 4 and does go around the outside of turn 4. I think we've got Nick de Vries here being passed by Carlos Sainz as well. And we'll see that move. This is the inside of turn 4. So outside works turn 4. Inside works just as well. I like those two moves. Fair play. Now, what's the cheeky Lando gonna do? Cheeky Lando is outside of turn 4. See how far off the circuit he went just to get past Matsushita, and that's P18 for that man. Now Hamilton's called up to Raikkonen. This shouldn't take too much time. In fact, I'm confidently predicting that Hamilton's going to be in P9 in a second. Look at that. What a confident prediction that was. You can call me Nostradamus, I was that confident with that prediction. Speaking of confident predictions, I confidently predict Carlos Sainz will pass Luca Giotto for P11. And I believe I'm right to say that. Oh, we got a Hassan, a Renault back there. That's Giovinazzi. Let's see if he gets past Matsushita. I'm pretty sure he's going to get past Matsushita here. Actually, no, that's Jack Aitken he's trying to pass there. I do apologise to Matsushita. He's not that quick. Whoops. But up the inside goes Giovinazzi. And that is P14 for the Italian on good old man. Now, here goes Jackie. She's pitting. So, Jackie's pitting now on lap 9. The rest of the field is not that far behind, so she's going to have to really keep in contact with people here. I don't know who she's going to keep in contact with, but you can see Hamilton's group has just gone past. On go the hard tyre, so she's going for a one stop to the end. Oh, I don't know. I like it. It saves a pit stop, but those hard tyres are very hard to switch on around this circuit. The soft tyres are more the preferable one to switch on. As we on lap 10 now, we get Nick de Vries looking to pass Luca Giotto for P11. And he got him! Wow, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that from the Williams man. Fair strife there, as someone would say. as we get the man Gasly looking to pass Jack Aitken for P14. Going to be around the outside of turn 1, easily around the outside of turn 1 it should be. If it doesn't get turn 1, turn 2 will set up turn 3 very nicely. And thank you very much. And will that Ferrari look to come through? That is cheeky Lando. No, he won't. But, oh, we saw something going on there. What's going on there? I think, is that, who was that? Was that Verstappen getting past Giotto? I think it was Verstappen getting past Giotto there. We just, yes, it was. Verstappen taking us all by surprise there. And getting past Luca Giotto. Because next up for Luca Giotto will be Antonio Giovinazzi, and right behind him, the man Gasly. And they're both setting him up there. Giovinazzi's already passed Giotto, his fellow countryman, and now Gasly is looking to get past. And there you go. So there you go. So Giotto doesn't really have a lot of speed here. And speaking of doesn't really have a lot of speed, Hamilton's found himself in P7. He's got Nicholas Latifi in front of him, the Canadian, in the Williams. This is now on lap number 11. As I think the effects of the jab that I had to combat the coronavirus are starting to kick in right about now. So this is not good. We're going to continue as best we can, folks. We're a battler here. We're a trooper. There goes Carter Sainz past Kimi Raikkonen. That's for P9. So that's another position there for the Spaniard. Meanwhile, Nick De Vries, he may have got past Luca Giotto, but he's not going to keep Verstappen behind him for much longer. It's going to be P11 for the Dutchman as we go to the continuing struggles of Luca Giotto. I think Giotto must have a problem here because if he's about to be passed by Jack Aitken in that Haas car, this is not looking good because that Alpha shouldn't be being passed. Oh, lock up there from Luca Giotto. And he's got Cheeky Lando right behind him. I think Cheeky Lando is looking to get through here. Excuse me, coming through. P16 round the outside of turn 4. There you go. Outside of turn 4 I think works better than the inside of turn 4. And Giotto's woes continue later that lap because here comes Matsushita. Don't say Matsushita's going to get past him. Well, no, Matsushita, he's just been passed by Albon, and Albon is passing Luca Giotto. Well, there's an opportunistic bull if you ever saw one in your entire life. Now, on to lap 12, Nick De Vries. What's the lap going to hold for Nick De Vries? Well, oh, did you see Giovinazzi squirming? He's a squirming, folks. He's a squirming all over the place. P12 for the Italian in the Renault as we go to Lando Norris chasing down Jack Aitken. And this is going to be for I forgot. 15. Yes, P15. Easy as you like it for the man Gasly. Heading down into turn 1 as we go to the battle for... who are we looking at here? We're looking at Luca Giotto again with Matsushita and Perez. They're 3 wide down into the first corner. I think Perez has pinched all their pockets. Well, Matsushita's got Giotto. Oh, look at who that is behind them. There's Jackie right there. Oh, she's just picked Giotto's pocket. Good girl. She's trying to make this one-stop work, and it may work out for her eventually. We're not saying it will, but we're not saying it won't either. Anyway, up to Kimi Raikkonen. There isn't much of Raikkonen. Raikkonen holding down P10 very nicely. He's still got to stop, though. Verstappen doesn't. And Verstappen, I think, is going around the outside of Raikkonen. And that is P10 almost. Almost. It is now. As Gasly's caught up to Nick De Vries here. Outside of turn... I think that's turn 12. No, that's turn 11. Because 12, 13, 14... Yeah, no, that's turn 10. So I get my corners confused here at Catalunya. They need to sort them out pretty quickly as we move on to lap 13. And Nicholas Latifi still holding down P8, which is respectable. But it's about to be P9 now because this hometown favourite Carlos Sainz has just breezed past him like he wasn't there. Now, would we like to see a Jackie pass? Would we like to see a Jackie pass, folks? Well, you're going to get to see a Jackie pass because she's about to pass Matsushita here for P19. Oh, outside. We never see Jackie go outside. Oh, we never ever see Jackie go to the outside of a corner to pass someone. It's always straight down the middle. But Matsushita went very defensively there. So fair play to the Japanese driver. As Lando Norris goes up the inside of Nick de Vries. Now, that normally doesn't work. But Lando's just made it work. So fair play. Fair play to that man right there. Right, on to lap 14. And Tatiana Calderon. We haven't heard much about Tatiana. Or race. She's in P6. Alright, P7 now because Lewis Hamilton's just passed her. What was that? Must that feel like for Tatiana? Because she's thinking that's her car right there. And it's just breezed past her like it was nothing. Well, you shouldn't have done what you did when you went behind the back team's back then, should you? Me. Anyway, Giovinazzi's passing Kimi Raikkonen here. That's for P11. So that's job done right there. Excuse me. As we got Raikkonen later in that lap. He's about to be passed by Gasly for P12. And it's going to be around the outside job. And round the outside generally tends to work, doesn't it? Yep, it generally does. Right, now this is the group I'm interested in. Where's this group come out? That's Ocon, Leclerc, Hollywood Lance, Stroll. Or is it Magnussen? That's the other AlphaTauri, Kvyat. So it's interesting to see where Jackie comes out compared to these guys. Because this could be a long race here. So there goes Giovinazzi onto the hard tyre. Ooh, almost. Ooh, look at that. Kvyat's jumped Hollywood Lance Stroll. I don't see Jackie anywhere. Where is she? Well, she's nowhere to be seen. Where is she? Well, there's Aitken, and she's not even close to 8. There she is. Oh my god, she's lost loads. Oh my god, she's lost loads. She's not winning this race. She needs a miracle to win this race. And we mean a miracle. As Hamilton goes around the outside of Kevin Magnussen, and that was for the de facto race lead. And the silver arrow you saw behind him, I believe, was Calderon. She's in P3 at the moment. As Nicholas Latifi is being chased down by Verstappen for P4. I think Latifi must have a nosebleed being up this high. One thing that Jackie won't accept is being beaten by Nicholas Latifi. That is just a no-no. And moving on a little later in the lap, it looks like Norris has caught past Kimi Raikkonen. That's for P8. Job done, job a good one. Now, Jackie's got to Jack Aitken here. She's got to make some moves, and she's got to really put the pressure on. And there's the first move done. So that's Jackie into P16. Now, where's Hamilton come out? It's going to be very interesting to see where Hamilton comes out here, in accordance to everyone else. Where's he coming out? He's going to put on, I'm assuming he's about to put on another set of mediums. Yep, medium tyres. For the wow, I liked the look of that car. It almost looked monochrome there. Now, where are we looking? We're looking down the field. Who's that coming? That is Giovinazzi, I think. If that's Giovinazzi, he's P2. Has Hamilton just pulled off 2 stops and he's leading this race? I think he is. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Latifi finally pitted, but he's dropped down to P13. Unlucky, mate. Lando's about to go past, and that is going to be P13 for cheeky Lando. Oh, big lock-up from Lando. Didn't want to see that. So, yeah, Jackie's in P7. Wow. So, the one stop here didn't work. And she's got Carlos Sainz all over her rear wing. She's trying to chase down Stroll, Kvyat. Who else is in front of her? I don't quite know who else is in front of her. I know who's behind her, and that's Carlos Sainz. So this is actually now for P6 because someone has pitted under the... I don't know who it was that pitted. I think it was Tatiana, maybe. She likes to go long with pit stops, but Jackie's holding off Carlos Sainz very nicely. But Carlos seems to be a little bit enthusiastic. Yeah, she's up to P6. Stroll and Kvyat still in front of her. Giovinazzi's still in front of her. There's a Ferrari up there. As Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Yeah, Hamilton's gone, folks. So she may have to settle for P6 here. I'm hoping she doesn't. I'm hoping but she'll be able to get to the end of the race. But we're on lap 21 here. And Carlos to the outside of turn 1. Oh, that is fantastic racing, folks. Oh, yes. I love that. Let's see a little later because it continues later on the lap. And he's going to go to the inside. Well, that's not going to work because all Jackie will do is chop your nose off. There you go. Never works around the outside there. Anyway, on to lap 22. And the woes of Nicholas Latifi continue. He's about to be passed by Alex Albon here for P14. Albon having a wretched run in the Red Bull today. Don't know why he's not made his strategy work. Maybe the two-stop was the way to go this race. But I don't know if Jackie was fast enough to do a two-stop. Maybe she'll rethink that in the trailer tonight. Something else she may be rethinking in the trailer is how close she wants Carlos Sainz to be. Because I guarantee you he's getting way too close and someone's lost wing. And it's Carlos. Oh, Carlos Sainz is about to lose out big in his home country. That's not good. Although he may just try and go to the end here at the Grand Prix as Sergio Perez goes around the outside of Nicholas Latifi. And that is going to be for P15 for the Mexican. But on to lap 24, you can see Jackie's dropped Carlos here. So Carlos is not pitting, but she's got enough to keep Carlos at bay. Which is what we like to see. We like to see when you keep Carlos at bay. It generally works out for the best. Always does. Premium strategy as well. Absolutely primo strategy. Can't deny that. Anyway, we're on lap 25. As we go to the start-finish line. There is Jack Aitken. He's got Luca Giotto behind him. This is basically, essentially, the battle for second last. Because I think Matsushita's last. Matsushita having a wretched time since he moved to the Haas team after being booted from Ferrari. I don't like hearing that because he could have done so much better. Anyway, Giotto into P19. We're going to move on to lap 29 now. Literally nothing's happening, folks. We're getting towards the end of the lap and everyone's spreading out here. You can see that even though Kvyat and Stroll are 7/10 from each other, they're in a DRS train with Giovinazzi and Leclerc leading the way. So they'll never get past anyone there. As we see Albon and Perez about to exchange pleasantries. Perez is like, can I have that Red Bull seat early, please? I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to go down the inside of turn 1. I'm going to take that position. I'm going to take your seat. That's what he thinks, and that's what he does. But nothing happens to the end of the race, unfortunately. So for the first time this season, and for the first time in a long time, Lewis Hamilton wins the Spanish Grand Prix for Chaseliner. So we still win, but we don't win with the car we want to win, unfortunately. And as for Jackie, well, I think it's reflection. Reflection that she could have done better. Reflection, maybe the two-stop was the way to go. Maybe she just didn't have the speed. Maybe she didn't have the pace. Maybe she just didn't have anything today. Maybe she should have pitted under the safety car, but then take hard tyres 29 laps. That was probably asking a lot. But it's only going to be P6 today. Disappointing, but that's her first disappointing result in a while, if you discount the 2 DNFs she had. I would say we're a tiny bit disappointed with that. Ocon, your driver of the day. Doesn't surprise me with it, really.
A nearly flawless performance here then, and a commanding victory. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. It's time to see how after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant? Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Well, that's a turn up for the books. I'm not gonna lie, that's a big turn up for the books. It's Lewis Hamilton that wins the Spanish Grand Prix, and he had to pass this after all. I think Lewis had the pace this weekend. He outdid her. Not more than could be said there. Ocon, Leclerc, Kvyat P4, Hollywood Lad Stroll P5. There's Jackie in a lowly P6. Carlos Sainz, Kevin Magnussen. Tatiana picks up a couple of points for the Mercedes team. Nice going there, Tatiana. And Max Verstappen. He is your last point scorer. Let's look at the rest of them. 2 DNFs. Also, 1 DNF, George Russell. And Matsushita finished a lap down in the Haas car. That's a shame. I think George Russell could have won that Grand Prix if he hadn't had his engine failure. But we'll never know. It's one of those we'll never know. Let's go and speak to Claire.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
You can have my perspective however much you want. Trust me.
Are you happy for them, or do you
well, what can be said really? Lewis brought it to the table. He somehow made a 2-stop work. Don't ask me how he did.
Your teammate is up on the podium today.
This is great. It is great to see Lewis Hamilton back where Lewis Hamilton belongs, and that is on the top step of the podium. I don't think there's any doubting that Lewis Hamilton is one of the best drivers in the world, and he brought the best out of the car today. No complaints about how Lewis drove.
Your teammate beat you today. Was it?
Nope. I think that Jackie just got it wrong. I just think she went for an ambitious strategy and it didn't pay off.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. I think that's a fair assessment. Jackie just went in there with a strategy that just didn't work. And we mean that, it just did not work. I thought the one-stop would work, and it turns out the one-stop was an absolute shitter. Hey ho, this is the life we choose. Lewis got the better of Jackie this weekend. Maybe next weekend Jackie gets the better of Lewis at Monaco. Who knows? Lewis is a Monaco specialist, so we shall see. We shall see how that all pans out. I'm still off to go retire down the beach with that money.
This week's income from the sponsors.
I'm glad this week's sponsorship has cleared, Carl.
Against our running costs.
It means you've got one less job to do this week. And I say that in the nicest possible term. You have one less job to do this week. And I've got the hiccups, which is not good. Let's get everything set up for Monaco then, shall we? We love the Monaco Grand Prix. I absolutely adore the Monaco Grand Prix. I think it's the best Grand Prix out there. And I've said it. There you go. At me if you think that I'm telling a joke, because I don't think I am telling you a joke. Everything looks good. Everything is good in the world of Team Chaseliner, as it should be. There is the championship. Lewis won that battle. Can't say fairer than that. 30 likes on the video today, please, guys. Do get subscribed if you haven't already done so. For more F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, The Last of Us Remastered, Death Stranding, Marvel Spider-Man, Train Sim World 2 on Sunday. Stay safe, be kind to each other. If you can't be kind, be quiet. You have no place in the world if you can't be kind to other people. See you next Monday for the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll see you tomorrow for Spider-Man. And Sunday for Train Sim World 2. We're going to Long Island, baby.